This is from Auto House AZ, so this is from Arizona. I'm gonna take the knife. Okay. So I wish I had a tripod, but I don't have the money for one right now. I just got done recording a video of my IS, which I'll link it in this video here if you haven't watched it. I just cut the exhaust off mine because it was broken. And here's the bezel. Here's the new one. Obviously, it's got this piece over here, which this one does not, and this isn't broken. I think some of the tabs down here aren't broken. So you can see why I bought a new one rather than repair it. I'm hoping that because I did it, see, like there's the one piece that broke, but I'm missing a bunch of other tabs. I'm hoping this will just pop right on, no issues. So I'll hop in the car and get to work. So I'm in the SLK now, and I'm going to try to figure out how to put this bezel on. It seems like just adjust. I know there's like a telescoping feature, so like I can do this. Pull it out and push it in. But I don't think there is like a adjustability in the y-axis, I guess. Alright. Am I gonna have to uninstall the vent? I might have to. I shall uninstall the vent then.
Oh, yeah. Damn. Damn, boy. Damn, boy, he's sick!
I honestly do not know if things are still working, like the blinkers and stuff in this thing. So I might check that before I leave today. I did fix it by accident. I just want to make sure it's still working. Okay, so there's that down. Let's see if that makes life easier. I do not want to, judging by how the rest of this car has been, I do not want to pull and tug on this stuff because it is very brittle. Don't break. For the love of God, do not break. So it seems I have to get this stuff tucked under here first. However, I don't know how I'm gonna do that. There's these clips on this right here, these hooks, I guess. They need to hook underneath this top dash part, and then the rest of these little clips should just pop right in, which it seems really easy. It doesn't seem like it's gonna be very hard. However, I am struggling to get these hooks underneath. I guess I'll just be here trying to do my best to find out how to do that. Because I honestly have no clue. Ooh, I do not like that sound. Oh. This is part of the oil cluster. If you guys are wondering why I'm like strung out all over the place when it comes to this car, it's because I didn't take it apart. I think I may have said this in one of my previous videos, but like, I have no clue how this stuff's supposed to go together, like in any way, shape, or form. I'm kind of just winging it, to be honest. I'm being very gentle though, so that way I do not break anything. But all I got left after I get this right side over here installed is to finish this coin tray down here. But other than that, this car has come together pretty well. guess that works. Huh. Huh. Ooh. Did not like that sound. Okay. Ooh. Huh. Ugh, stop. You're scaring me. This is like a 200, or almost like, yeah, look at a $200 part. I do not want to break this. God, this is giving me anxiety. All right. Well, as it seems, this is clicked in the way it's supposed to. So, that's good. That's good. Now, all I gotta do is assemble the rest of it accordingly, I guess. Alright, so there's that. And then pop that down. There we freaking go, dude. Bezel installed. Heck yeah. Alright, so I don't know if you guys saw or saw everything, but I can give some tips on a tutorial. So, whenever I was doing this, I accidentally pushed up on this. It seems to pop up, as you saw. Push the clips on this thing all the way in. So, like, there's 4 clips. There's one here, and then 2 up top. And then also make sure that this piece right here is around this ignition housing, I guess. And then after it clicks in, there is a screw. I don't know if you guys can see it. Right there. And you need to screw that in. But after you do that, you just really give it a good old push back down. And everything is now in place. Now what I have to do is screw this back up. This vent obviously needs to go back up in there. And that's what I'll be doing. You little heck. Come on. There's the vent out. You just kind of pull it close to pull it like the top of it towards you, and then there's these rails on it right here. So when I installed it, you install it there, you roll it this way and then pull, and it kind of just slides. But I have to do this first. This is the important bit. It doesn't seem to want to bite. So I may have to go back to the original screw that was in this thing. Threads the same, threads are the same. This is the screw that I'm gonna be using. It's quite a bit longer. However, I do believe this is the right one. I did not think it was the right one when I first got into this thing because it was absurdly long. But I did not know it needed to go through the bezel. So now that it's gone through the bezel, it seems to be secure. And then, God. Put the vent back on. Huh. Nope, wrong way. There we go. That sounded bad, but it still works like it's supposed to. It's just one of those plastic clicks that makes your heart rate just unreasonably go unreasonably high. But as it seems, the bezel is installed. This thing is looking 1,000 times better than from when I got it, or got into it for the first time. But now, I'm going to move over to the other side and work on putting that piece of interior in. This one's gonna be a complete mystery to me. I also do have to fix the vent, because I think I broke it. So, whenever I was fixing this, because the piece for the screw on this one was broken. I don't know if you can see this very well, but that right there is a metal sheet I put in there, because the plastic right there is broken, as you can see. I hope you can see that. But I fixed that, and when I was taking this vent back out to like finish everything up, this plastic tab in here that keeps the vent from, like, you know, spinning around and around and around broke. I mean, I'm pretty sure, yeah, everything like that needs to work on this thing still works. So like the up and down features work, it's just there's no stopper now. There, see, like there's no stopper. As long as you don't go haywire with it, I mean, or if you don't mind that, you can just adjust it. Like it's still very stiff. Like it's not like just spinning endlessly. Like it's still pretty stiff whenever like it comes to adjusting. So it would stay in place. However, I'm not sure if my coach would like me to reinstall this way, but I don't really have an option. So I have not been able to find one of these on eBay. So we're gonna start doing the other side now, which is all those interior panels over there. So you got this, one, that is another one, and then the glove box pieces. So I'm gonna grab those and I will meet you over there. So my plans have kind of been shot right now. I can't assemble that side of the interior yet because when I picked this up, I noticed there was a big crack. And I do not, oh, there's another crack right there. Oh, as you can see, that's why I was saying this thing's really brittle. But I do not want to install this when there's a crack like this big and it's kind of isolated. Like if there was a top out here that was still connected and it was just cracked down here, I wouldn't be as worried. But because this is cracked and it's kind of a jump right here, and if this gets pulled, it could split even more and break off. I'm just gonna take this home and fix it. I will probably show you guys what I'm doing when I fix this, like what I do for bracing and try stuff like that. It's very simple stuff, but it works. Like it's worked for me on other pieces of this car. All right, so I'm finally home, as we saw earlier. I don't know if you can see. You guys can see that, but there's a crack here, and there's also a crack there. I'm gonna try to fix these. So, the plan is, I'm going to, this crack right here is probably going to be the easiest to fix. There's so much room on the back side right here for it. Because the crack is right here. Runs along through there. I don't know if you can see. Yeah, you can see it. I think that's just a scratch. But, so, I'm gonna start sanding this backside where all this overspray like paint is. So I'll get like a good mating surface for the glue. Brace this thing up, make sure it's all like tightly compacted, so that way everything will like hold. And then I don't know what I'm gonna do about this crack right here because it goes from this plastic piece and goes up to about here. I can do like small little braces like along these lines right here. That's probably the best thing I can do, but that's the plan, and we'll see how it goes. So I'm gonna start with sanding. You can see the damage a bit more here. Like that's not supposed to do that. But it's been, you can see where I've sanded it. It's actually a very fine grit, which I wasn't trying to get that, but like I'm not complaining. So for right now, I'm going to get these strips. It's like just like pipe holder kind of stuff. Nothing fancy. To be honest, this is kind of a redneck way to do it, but it works. So if it works, don't knock it. So what I'm doing basically is gonna cut it and make like splints like this. So it's gonna like pull it together, and then I'm also gonna run like I'm basically doing plastic welding. I'm gonna run like a bead along this crack right here, so it'll sit, and then I'll use this as extra bracing. Is what I plan on doing. I've done that for many other pieces on this car, and they actually fixed up phenomenally. And then I'm probably gonna do over here and run a hot glue bead from this crack all the way down there, and hopefully in doing so it'll hold up to it. Well, what I did on my other like times I've done this is like whenever I run or put those splints in, I use my thumb and push down. So one, it evenly spreads the hot glue out on the surface, so it's a tighter bond. It also pushes the splint and the hot glue closer together, so that pressure is gonna make it bind better, I guess. Actually, another thing I might do is I haven't done this before. I might sand that splint and see if that gets even better, like contact, I guess. Cause like I would assume so. It's a better mating surface. If it's sanded. It's fresh aluminum, I guess. I think is what this is. I don't think this is steel. I really don't. But just give it a shot. This is kind of a new setup for me. I've not really recorded like this. It's kind of, my setup I'm using right now is kind of jank, but it works. So, I mean, like, I'm using one of my old microphone stands that I bought like with my audio interface from my computer that I don't use anymore because I've got a boom arm, and I'm using that as my my microphone, or I'm using that as my camera stand for my phone. So it's working right now. Hopefully it stays working. Alright, so what I did is, you can see this right here. I took it, trying to get this in frame. So I took it and pressed down on these really hard, so it spread it out all underneath this little brace right here, and it's now bound to it. So it's pretty sturdy. Like it works. It works pretty good without having me to go to the like AutoZone or a Walmart to get JB Weld or Gorilla Glue epoxy or some shit. Like, as you can see, like it's no longer wanting to flex. I'm pulling on it. I'm doing like that. So I'm pulling against it, and I'm pushing this side and pulling with the other side. It's not moving. So that shows some strength. And I'm gonna do it like 2 more times right here. So I'm gonna do like 1 and then another one right here. And that should be done for this one. I'm only gonna be able to do these 2 because there's not enough meat right here for me to actually make a 3rd one. There we go. Because this is the hinge for this extender for the glove box, so I don't really want to glue to that. And also, there's not enough meat like on this side, even if I did go over it. So this will work, but like I said, it's pretty rigid compared to what it was. Now I get to work on this crack right here. You can see it a little bit. Yeah, there it just popped. But this one won't be that bad, I don't think. Just sand it right here, along that. Sand it down. Sand the brace down, and then just glue along that. I'm hitting this area right here. But after I did that, this down here is actually rigid, but this up here is still got some play in it, mostly because there's light right here and there's a big gap. So I'm going to sand this down and make it better for like a mating surface. So structural integrity is a lot more, like a lot better now. Like no more like popping, cracking because the cracks are moving and stuff like that. So that's good. I mean, there's still like you can notice where it's cracked, but like I don't think it's gonna affect anything because it's very rigid. I'm pulling on it right now and it's not budging. I don't want to pull on it too hard, obviously, because the glue will come undone. But like just everyday use for as a glove box, it'll be fine. It's not being pulled like this. If anything's gonna be pulled down, which that's why I braced it. So there's that, and like this area right here is all good. So everything on this seems to be in working order. So sick. And I think that'll be it. I think that's it. So hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.